Good morning, everyone. This is Lola, and I am running a couple of minutes late. Technology is great, but then sometimes things happen at your house, like I knocked over a bar stool, and the next thing I know, it is got little ball bearings that went out. So anyhow, I'm a little bit late, so I hope you're able. We got to give time for you to find me in your news feed, and I've got to pull it up, so give me a minute or two to get that taken care of. Boy, I don't know where you're at, but it is a cool, wet it's perfect weather for Halloween. It truly is. I remember so many years at Halloween trick-or-treating for myself, and then also with our kids, and how cold it was, or wet and damp. So just awful. Hey, Vicki Dimmitt, glad to have you with us today. I hope you're doing okay, and I hope Shelbina didn't get too many storms. It looked like Shelbyville got almost 4 inches of rain. At least Mark Wilson had that posted. So I'm trying to pull it up on my Facebook, on my iPad, and not having any luck. So I may have to go to, maybe. Getting closer anyway. I may have to go to my computer here, but I think it's coming. So today we're going to play with the Merriest Moments bundle. And I'm going to be real truthful. On Mondays, I play 2. This is all new to me. So I am just kind of playing around, and I did look at it last night enough that I could kind of throw a card together, but I'm not sure what all it can do. So we're gonna just kind of learn together here on this one. Okay, found it, got it up here. Comments are on. Okay, so let me go on ahead and turn this down, and we'll get started. Give me a second. Last time on Tuesday, our writing was up backwards, so I'm hoping that won't be the case here. So give me a minute. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So just got to make sure I'm in the camera screen here. Push it up. So this is the card that I'm going to do today. And I don't know, you may not even be able to see all the detail in this card. So I did bring a darker sheet to put under it. And when we go to put the card together, you'll see what all this can do. This is called the Merriest Moments Bundle. And it is a special stamp and bundle because it comes with 3 parts. It comes with the Merriest Moments stamp set. It comes with the Merriest Moments dies. And now I know what I forgot in my room. I got to run and get it. And it comes with the Merriest Moments embossing folder, which is what is so beautiful back here in the background. So give me a sec. Oh, nope, I have it. Woo! Okay, so there it is. This is the embossing folder, and it all goes together as one set. It is a beautiful folder, but it has some unique characteristics of it that makes it built just for this set of dies. So let's go ahead and get started here a little bit. I'm going to pull this up because I want you to see all as I go. So I'm going to make it as high as I can. So give me a moment to get it tightened. Okay. So we're going to start with a piece of white cardstock, and I don't usually use the heavy cardstock. I actually prefer the lighter cardstock. You can get the heavier, the thicker white. For me, it cracks more so. I don't know why, but I don't care for it as much. I know a lot of people only use that. And so I think it's a personal preference, quite honestly. Okay, so we are going to go on ahead and take this 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to fold it in the middle. I'd tell you to score it at 4 1/4, but yeah, I didn't get that done today. So we're just going to use the bone folder and do that. And then we're going to look now and set that off to the side, and we're going to look at the actual folder. The folder has very unique because it has a background embossing of little snowflakey marks. Then it has this beautiful die cut of embossing with all the holly leaves and the pine boughs and all of that. And then it has a frame inside, and the frame has a stitched edging to it. But it also allows you to fit the dies into the folder, and that's what makes this so unique. So we're going to play with those here today. We're going to take this die here, and it actually will fit into the folder, and I have to figure out how it goes first. So give me a second to get this figured out. There. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to this one and start over here, and it will fit right on there. It lifts up just enough that the die cut stays in its place. Okay, and while I'm at it, I am going to go on ahead and I'm going to die cut this at the same time. This is a little frame piece. It will work with any kind of labels or anything, so it's a nice little piece to add to your little die collection. But it also fits right in there with enough groove that it will not move. Okay, so I'm going to put a regular size piece of 4.25 by 6. That's what most of our folders are. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to bring the embossing buddy or embossing machine over here. The cut and emboss, Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and we're going to use only this one, number 1. We're going to lay this flat down, and we're going to take the number 4, which is the pad for the embossing, and we're going to put it on top, and we're going to see what happens. So let's go on ahead and roll it through. I'm on a slick piece of paper and it's moving on me. Okay. I'll set this off to the side for now. And here's what we have. We have the die cut, comes out. We have this die cut that comes out. We actually have a background piece, if I can get this lifted. And that actually would work if you just wanted to lay this on dimensionals. Oh, that didn't cut. Okay, we're gonna put this in and hope for the best. Remember, I said I'm playing too. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can fit this in, and I should be able to. Should be able to. Give me a second. We're gonna put this in. It did not cut the one side. All right, that's gonna be the problem, is getting this to line up. I think that did it. If not, I've got more paper. Let's move this though, because it's too slick. So we go again. Number 1. And this. And number 2. Interesting, because last night that one went right through. All right, and we're gonna go back one more time. And the chances are that I might actually have to do this again. Sometimes you get off just a hair. So if we do, I have more paper. All right. Okay, so here we go again. We're gonna lift this up. There it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It didn't cut anything off. Okay. So we have 3 pieces. Not only did it emboss, it embossed a background piece, and you could turn around and use that background piece and then just put this up on dimensionals behind it to give a little color or show of color coming through. Or you can use this one and put it on with dimensionals to add more depth to this. But I'm gonna try it a little bit different, okay? Now, that's one piece. That's one piece. I wanna do another piece. And this is the one I wanna run. And I'm gonna run this on a regular sheet of paper. But this time I'm going back to my die cuts boards. So I have one. And then I'm putting in my 2, which I'm bad. My 2 already needs to be replaced. And then my 3 boards, okay? Here goes this one. And then my top. I do a lot. I use my boards a lot. I use a lot of 11 on my boards. Whoops, maybe too bad. I may have to go again. Yep, I'm off. That's okay. We're going to use it for now. So there's this one. And it slipped enough that I missed the edge of these, but I think with what I'm doing today, I think I can play with it. I think I can work around that and hide that, and it will still be fine. Okay? I also can now put this one into this. There's so many different things you can do with this piece. Just remembering how to line it up here. Fit it into the groove where that one is. Okay. Looks to me like I'm in pretty good shape there. I'm putting it right on top of the embossed section. I'm going to fold it over. And now we'll go back and we're doing this one again, and we are in good shape. One. And we go. And now we have the embossed pieces of it. Pretty cool. You can do an awful lot with it. Before I get rid of my machine, I want to try one thing. So I was curious if this will actually cut with the actual die cut. Now, once we have it embossed, if it will cut it. Because the problem is, well, let's just go on ahead and show you with the green paper. This one here is flat. Notice all of the white space around it and all the open areas. Look at this one. This one has all of that white stuff taken out. So it gives you more individual branches and things like that. So this is the one I'm going to use today. And I really think there's got to be a way that I could take this piece. I think I could take this piece and run it with the embossing folder. No, with the large die cut. That's what I wanted to try. And I didn't get a chance to do that last night. So I'm real curious because it fits, it allows the imprints to come through with the veins. I feel like it's gonna work. So let me try it. I mean, we're here to play, correct? Hi, Connie, nice to have you with us today. All right, so we're gonna try one more thing. So we're gonna die cut. We're gonna take this piece that was embossed. This is the one that came out first. It was embossed, and there's where the rectangle came out, but it has all that white stuff. And I feel like that's kind of a waste to throw this out if I don't use it. So I'm gonna fit it in here and just see if it will still cut it and still give you the embossing that is already there. So let's just give it a shot. I swear I can make more of a mess than anybody. You look at some of these people and they have this beautiful table all spread out with all their stuff, and they're so neat. And I am like, it's just everywhere. Okay, so yeah, it did, girls. It was boards. Look, 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 look. It wasn't my machine, it was my boards. They slid out. Look. So we are able to use that piece by running it through. We're able to get the emboss. Now it does not have, to me, quite as much indentation, but it still works. There's a lot to do with this piece. A lot of play. This is the one Pam and I picked that we're going to use tomorrow night too, and I'm going to play with it off and on this week. I want to do some, I haven't played with the color pastels. I've got them, but I haven't really done much with them, and I want to do that. So we're going to play with those today, later in the week. Maybe for tomorrow, I will do that. Okay, so let's build our card now. All right, we've got one more thing. I want to take a piece of white cardstock that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I'm going to run over here to my machine and pick up my boards and emboss real fast. You've seen enough now with the machine to know what all it can do. There's no need to keep moving it over there. And this is the last piece I'm going to do because I have already pre-cut my flowers. And now that I've got the machine out of the way, I'm going to bring this back down so you can see it up close. Okay. So this is the Tasteful Texture Embossing folder. Truly, I love this folder. If you don't have that folder, that is a wonderful piece. It goes with everything. It goes with Christmas. It goes with men's cards. It goes with women's cards and kids' cards. And it's just, it's a keeper. And it's only like $9, so it's not a real expensive piece. So many times you get some of these, like I love the seashell one in the ocean, but let's face it, you're only going to use that with seashells in the ocean. You're not going to use that with deer or cabins or anything like that. And this one you can use with anything. Hi, Virginia Douglas. Nice to have you with us today. All right, so now we're going to take this piece, and I'm not using the background piece with the little bubbles today. I'm going to take the piece here, and we're going to lift this up. We're going to put some dimensionals on it, okay? Actually, I am going to use this piece because I want this bottom here. So I'm going to stay with this piece, and I'll show you why. So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of it. Virginia, over there, I hear Shelbyville got quite a bit of rain. At least Mark Wilson was telling us that. Kim Miles was posting. I want to put quite a few, and I'm going to put them around on the greenery too. Keep in mind, it's a white card with a white background. It's not going to show a lot of the dimensional, but I think you're going to want something there to really make it pop. So if it shows a little bit of the dimensional, it's okay, because white card, white background, it all works. These are those little ones that Pam loves and I hate. But they do work better on this one. So, everybody got your trick-or-treat candy. I don't know how many more kids, how often they go trick-or-treating anymore. We don't have a lot. We usually have our minister and our neighbors, and that's about it. Every once in a while, we get another young family from our church. But a part of it depends on the weather. Okay, now I'm going to come back with this extra stuff that I love. I love the extra stuff. Connie, did you get rain? Hi, Sandy Were. Hey, Sandy. Well, I'm thinking about it too. You weren't at church yesterday. I brought in all of the cards. They're sitting down on Chris's table for the card ministry. I was piddling around here Saturday and in good shape. I've got everything stamped. I've got everything taped for all 70 cards. What I need is a leaf that has to be glue dot, put on with a glue dot, and 4 dimensionals on the little verse, and put it together, and everything is ready. Just fold the card and put those dimensionals on, and you're good to go. So it'll take about 30 minutes at the most. So thank you for your Bible study ladies helping me out this month with that. So next week we are heading to a Chiefs game for the first game that Jim's going to be able to have gone to this year because of the hip. He's going to put it to the test this week, ladies. He's going to Branson, we are. And then we're going to Kansas City to a Chiefs game. And we will see how he goes. The way they played yesterday, we really don't want to see the game, but it's okay. We got to get there and see how he does. So, and I think the way he's feeling now, I think everything, he's turned the corner, thank goodness. Turn the corner. All right, now we are ready to slap this on. And I want to put this down this way because I have a couple of leaves that didn't get on there straight. And I need to make sure this is straight. So give me a moment to put my head. If it's in the camera, I apologize. I can live with that. All right. So you've got the white tasteful textures on the background. You've got this on top of it. Now we're going to take a piece of red foil, and this is why I needed that white there. We're going to take a piece of red foil, and we're going to stick that right in the middle of this, because once I put that other piece on top of it, you will see that red foil just showing around it, just a hair. Okay, so when we lay this on, you're going to have a red foil edging, and it really makes it pop. All right, so let's do some quick stamping, and we're not too far from being done. We're going to stamp. I use shaded spruce, which is this green. It's not, I keep saying I think this is going to head out the door. I think they're going to do away with shaded spruce, but oh, Matthew and Anna will be at the game tomorrow too. How fun. All right, here we go. Well, hopefully it'll be a better game than what we saw yesterday, that's for sure. I'm just going to hold this on for a little bit. Sometimes we have a tendency to lift this too fast, and we want to make sure that ink really saturates to get the darker color. Thinking of you this festive season. And I'm going to go on ahead and put that down flat with tape. Yeah, it was pretty pathetic. Jim, do you think we'll see Patrick Mahomes playing Monday?
Yep.
He will play?
Yeah, he didn't get hurt. He got hurt, but they said he'd be back in practice.
Okay. Well, they sure.
I know he didn't play this week, so.
Yeah, Megan laughingly, we were teasing about. It's just a long story. I won't go into details, but we were laughing over Jim punishing me over something that Fiona did, and we were laughing about that, saying, "Oh, I'm going to get the same punishment Fiona did," and Megan said. No, Jim said.
No, Megan said I was a monster.
Yeah, Megan called you a monster, and Jim said, no, a monster would have made me sit down and watch the entire Chiefs game again from today and watch them play again today. And Megan said, you're joking, Mom, because they didn't play. And she's right, they did not. So here are the flowers, and I've already gone on ahead and stamped them, and they really did stamp nice. This is real red. And again, I stamped the holly leaves in shaded spruce and die cut them. I had a nice explosion because I knocked my boards off of my machine earlier. I'm sure
I wasn't here to help?
No, you weren't here to help or laugh. You weren't here to help
Did you
or
do
laugh.
It again?
Not yet.
So I can laugh?
No, I'm not doing it a second time. Okay. So I'm going to go on ahead, and by the way, I want to curl this a little bit. And if you've never curled this before, take your bone folder and just run it over your petals, just gently, gently. You're not doing the he loves me not thing. These aren't bad, but boy, if you try to curl the daisy ones, you got to really be careful. And I kind of just wanted to get a little lift to it, so I'm going to go on ahead and put it down here. Okay. And that's going to cover up that one leaf that I cut off right there. And now I can also curve these, but let's try it the other way. First time I had it with the color going up. Now I'm going to go the other way and just curve it a little bit this way. Looks like a little bit of a different flower because it has a different print on the stem, on the petals. I'm going to do another one. Just a gentle curve. One more purpose of a bone folder. Okay. And I'm going to come in here and put these on with dimensionals. Yeah, that was the most painful game to watch. And we were at a friend's house, so we couldn't just walk away. Couldn't turn the TV off. It's like, good grief. All right, we're looking for comments again here. They come and go, they come and go. All right. So here's this one, and I'm just going to put these flowers here. Getting closer to having that one gone. Just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you can't work around it, okay? All right, now we're going to take the holly, and we're going to put the holly leaves on with glue dots. Okay, how many of you have these glue dots that are weird? I dislike this box of glue dots. There, gone. Totally gone. I'm going to stick one here. And there's that one gone. Okay. Let's put a larger leaf over here. And a couple more leaves, and we are done. Chris, how many of those cards did you do for your company? Was it 75 that you did all the die cuts for yesterday? I think I'm going to move this one. I like that better. There. There. Okay. All right. So there's the card from today. let's finish it up and we are done. So these are Wonderful Gems, and they are a returning piece from last year. They're in the annual catalog, I believe. And I decided I wanted to use the clear ones here just to keep, I didn't want to introduce any more color. It's got a little gold fleck in it, but I really didn't want yellow. I put the larger ones on those two little flowers, and then I'm going to come in here and put a cluster of 3 or 4 or 5, whatever I want here. One more. All right, so now I'm off-centered. So now I've got to have to move around here a little bit. You guys, if you thought I was going to be perfect with this, I'm not. I play. And I think that's okay. As one person said, we need to know when we make mistakes. Okay, how to fix it. Well, you've seen that today. I'm going to go one more. Okay. All right. So there we go. There's my card using the Merriest Moments bundle. Again, it's a hybrid bundle. If you were late coming in, I'm just going to very quickly touch back on it. You get the die and the stamp set and the embossing folder. And this is what's so unique about this. The embossing folder, you also cut it at the same time. So we have this die, that fits, and it fits directly on this. So it stays in a little groove. It's got a little groove around there that it fits. Same with this one. It fits right in here. You lay your paper in there and it embosses and cuts at the same time. If you don't want to cut it, if you wanted a flat piece of paper and you wanted the edging to show, you would leave those out. It would still emboss, I believe. Let's just see what we get. Okay. So if you really didn't want to do any other die cut on top of it or die cut all those little petals out or anything like that, that in itself would also be a pretty card front. So you've got that, you've got this, you've got this. It all works together and interplays. So anyhow, there's my card for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, Sandy. I like that card too. That's a pretty set. And I'm really bad. You get going and you forget what all you've got in there. And this is one of those that I forgot. But I love that little red foil. I thought about putting foil all the way around it. And I thought, nah, don't overkill on it. You know, foil's expensive. So anyhow, this was yesterday's card that I made because that's not straight. This is today's card. So anyhow, thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Enjoy this dreary day. Get something done in the house. Maybe bake some bread. And if you bake some bread, call me so I can come over and have a loaf or two with you. I would really like some homemade bread. Yum. All right. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.